Final result, Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 3. Goals by Ismaila Sarr, 41 foot, 45, and Yeremy Pino, 88, secured the win for Palace. A Liverpool red card late in the match, a Maranello, added insult to injury. The match was a Carabao Cup fourth-round tie at Anfield. The reporter points out that manager Arne Slot went with a more experimental squad. The suggestion is that by doing so, he sacrificed some competitive edge, asking for trouble. Palace managed to exploit gaps and defensive lapses, particularly around Liverpool's young players. Sarr's first goal came after loose defending in the box. The second was just before halftime, making it doubly damaging. The loss wasn't isolated. The Guardian Live blog notes that Liverpool have now lost 6 of their last 7 domestic matches. That puts growing pressure on Slot, especially with tough fixtures ahead. The red card for a Maranello further hampered any hope of a comeback, reducing Liverpool to 10 men. Ismaila Sarr was once again the thorn in Liverpool's side. His brace before halftime put Palace in firm control. Yeremy Pino sealed the result late with a well-taken third goal, 88 foot. Leaving little time for a response. Palace looked composed and took their chances when they came, doing what was needed to eliminate a big team on their turf. Liverpool are now out of the Carabao Cup. Their exit at home is damaging to momentum and morale. The defeat increases scrutiny on Arne Slot's decisions, especially about squad selection and rotation in cup matches. With upcoming matches against strong opposition, the pressure mounts further. Crystal Palace advanced to the quarter-finals. Their reward is a tie at Arsenal. Rotating your squad can be risky, especially against motivated opposition in knockout competition. Game management matters. Conceding just before halftime can shift the momentum irreversibly. Discipline, e.g. a red card, at critical moments compounds difficulties when under pressure. It was supposed to be a night for rotation, recovery, and perhaps redemption. Instead, Anfield witnessed something closer to humiliation. Liverpool's 3-0 home defeat to Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup wasn't just another bad day. It was a symptom of deeper malaise creeping through Arne Slot's reign. Slot's decision to heavily rotate his side raised eyebrows even before kick-off. There was youthful energy, yes, but little of the composure or cohesion Liverpool fans expect under the lights at Anfield. The Guardian's live blog called it what it was, asking for trouble. That trouble arrived right on schedule. Ismaila Sarr, the perpetual Liverpool tormentor, struck twice in 4 minutes before halftime, exploiting gaps in a disorganized back line that looked unprepared for Palace's counter-attacking pace. By the time Yeremy Pino added a late third, the Kop had already gone quiet. Rotation is one thing, recklessness is another. Slot's team selection felt more like a pre-season experiment than a knockout fixture in a competition Liverpool could realistically win. What's most alarming isn't the scoreline, bad nights happen, but the pattern. The Guardian noted that Liverpool have now lost 6 of their last 7 domestic matches. The rhythm and intensity that once defined them under Klopp has evaporated. Slot's Liverpool look like a team between identities, not quite pressing monsters, not quite possession artists. The transitions are sluggish, the finishing blunt, and the defensive line, once marshaled with authority, now looks unsure of itself. And when you add a late red card, a Maranello sending off, to that cocktail of chaos, you get exactly what unfolded, a team unraveling. Credit, though, must go to Crystal Palace. They were everything Liverpool weren't: clinical, compact, confident. Ismaila Sarr's brace showcased both his finishing and his ability to sense panic in defenders. Yeremy Pino's late strike iced the win, but it was Palace's collective discipline that really impressed. They didn't just survive at Anfield, they controlled the tempo. Now, Oliver Glasner's side march into the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, rewarded with a trip to Arsenal. On current form, they'll believe they can go even further. Arne Slot came to Liverpool preaching evolution, not revolution. But patience has limits, and nights like this stretch it thin. Fans may forgive experimentation, they won't forgive apathy. The images of an emptying Anfield in stoppage time spoke volumes. Slot's challenge now is psychological as much as tactical. He must rediscover belief, not only in his players but in himself. The Carabao Cup exit will sting, not because of what it means in isolation, but because of what it represents, a team losing its aura of inevitability. Liverpool's 0-3 defeat to Crystal Palace wasn't an anomaly, it was a warning. For a club built on intensity and ambition, Mediocrity is the true enemy. Unless Arne Slot can steady the ship quickly, this season could spiral into something much darker than a cup exit. Anfield has seen nights of triumph and tragedy before, but rarely have they felt so uncertain about what comes next.